I broke my GoPro. Well, I ain't break it. It just finally stopped working. Visit the planet Arrakis. My Dune t-shirt. If you're a Dune fan, you'll get it. Yeah, my trusty GoPro 6, 7, something like that. It's a few years, well, it's some years old. It finally gave up the ghost, so I really can't. And I think it was like used open box when I bought it, so I really can't complain. I don't know if I'm going to get another one or not. I don't know. I haven't checked the price on GoPros in 4 years, 5 years. That thing at least 5 years old. Anyway, peace, everybody. Glad to see you. Hopefully, gonna see if we can stream tonight. Gonna try. I'm almost done over here, so I'm gonna be heading back to my quadrant of the galaxy. My emoji gang, appreciate it. Like I say, if you don't give me, to the new folks, I always say even if you don't comment, give me an emoji, because it helps with the algorithm, so I'm told. Because they just count it. They count it if it's two items or more, they count it as a comment. That's what I was told. So even if you like me, you hate me, fist, give me a frowning face, anything, just give me at least 2 emojis to go for my deal here. That's what we're trying to do. I need to do that. I'm also, I got to parse out some things on the Ukraine-Russia deal, and you're being fibbed to, all of us, but the thing is, I know when I'm being lied to on all fronts. So, but I'm like, man, people like, where does this giant push for Ukraine come from? And I'm like, well, for the civilian level, the normal person on the street, it don't make sense to me. For the military, it do, but I don't like it, because y'all know I'm a military guy, and that's not something that's easily explained, and no disrespect, and put into terms that most non-combatants won't understand it. And that's because if I probably wasn't a soldier for years on end, I might not. I doubt if I would have the level of understanding that I do now. Okay. There's a big YouTuber out here, and he has a sizable channel, pretty big. I think he's up to 430 some odd thousand subs. So that's pretty freaking big. Because at my largest before, Mr. Fantastic just went live. My phone. Yeep. Mr. Fantastic. What's up, fan? And, like I said, because the biggest I ever had was 13,000 before that channel got whacked. That was my firearms training and repurposing prepping channel during the purge. Because y'all know I don't go after other people. All I'm saying is this guy here, he said something and it kind of caught my ear. And he was what I picked up as he was trying to say is that the reason the United States is giving all this stuff to Ukraine is because we're practicing to go to war with somebody else. And that made me think I'd get my Allen Iverson on. Practice? Man, we talking about practice, man? Practice for real? We talking about practice. Man, that's what my brain say. Let me let y'all in on a little bit of something. Let old Gunny, listen to old Gunny later chief of fire and battery. But people, they rarely call you chief. They just still call you gun, because I knew more people when I was a gunny. Because when I finally made chief of fire and battery, I was on my way out. I don't even know why they gave me the position. I'm like, I'm done in 11 months. Why don't you? But hey, I got it. It's in my 201 file. Is in my jacket. So there it is. Chief of fire and battery. So anyway, we train all the time. We have things, it's called an alert. Well, y'all, doing whatever, middle of the night, old dark 30, chilling in the barracks, wherever you at. You at home if you live off post, and they're called what's called an alert. Because everybody, no matter where you stay, and there wasn't no cell phones, wasn't no beepers, that stuff didn't exist. Always had to know where you were at, because I was always in combat units. And they're going to make a phone call wherever you're going to be at. They need the CQ need to be able to get a hold of you. Your gun chief, gunny, smoke, LT, FDO. Somebody need to be able to get a hold of your ass. Because if it's down to the first sergeant, you in trouble. But anyway, and y'all are being timed. It's just a drill. You don't know it's a drill, because this was during Cold War Germany and then earlier in the earlier 80s when I was in Korea. But you figure it's a drill, but you still practice like you plan on fighting. Y'all come in, ammo, bunkers, load up the fast Vs, load up the 5-ton. Y'all load up everything. Go to the Muna training point, whatever rally, and then they tell you, okay, it's just a drill. Or we're going to wild flicking and fire a couple of rounds. Or you know what I'm saying? And whatever the heck like that, you just don't know. You are in a constant state of readiness. Now, 18 Corps artillery at Fort Bragg. You have an alert. Bam. Everybody's in. Planes loaded up. Y'all loaded up. Shoot it. Jump masters got you all squared away. Y'all on the plane. You're literally on the plane. And they'll tell you, it's a training exercise, or it's just a whatever, or we may actually have a real, a real active training scenario. You just don't know. I mean, 1 minute you chilling in your room watching TV, or you sleep, or you with your girl, or whatever the heck, and 24 hours later, you flying somewhere. I remember when we went to Panama, it was literally just like that. Out of the blue. Bam. Grenada. Out of the blue. Bam. There you are. Honduras. Out of the... So, I ain't trying to start no mess, but we ain't the only ones that's doing. Air Force is constantly flying. They out here on them aircraft carriers, and they training. Because first you got to be taught. You have to learn first, then practice what you learn. Because you can't train what you learn until you actually know as much as you can. Learning and practicing is two totally different things. People, I'm going to the range to practice. Well, have you been taught basic rifle marksmanship? All the specs of the rifle, weight, the caliber, muzzle velocity, maximum range, maximum effective range, sustained rate of fire, the grain, the grain of this cartridge, gives you this muzzle velocity, and the grain of that one gives you have you been taught all that? How to zero your 50 meter zero or the 100 yard zero, we with the M14 100 yard zero, and then you can play. I ain't gonna get into that. If you haven't been taught all that, then you're not practicing anything. You're literally just lobbing ammunition, hoping you need to be trained first, then practice what you've been trained. That's how training works. How can you practice jumping out of a perfectly good airplane with 82 pounds of gear on, minus your secondary chute. They got better chutes now than when I see them new chutes. I'm like, now how come we didn't have that stuff? You know, but that's okay. It was in development when I was on my way out. But anyway, forget it. I like the chutes they got now. That save. I'm quite sure a whole bunch of us wish we had them. So the back and back, knees and ankles, on our third point of contact would feel a little better. And if you have somebody tell you get your head out your third part of contact, they telling you to pull your head out your butt, because that's when you do a PLF, when you hit the at third point of contact to the ground when you're parachuting is your ASS. It's just to get your head out your third point of contact. If you're the son or grandson of a combat vet, ask him. He'll tell you. Daughter, and that go for you girls too. But anyway, you don't have to give billions of dollars of equipment and money to another country to get you in some logistical practice of loading up stuff on jets, loading up cargo jets, short runway takeoff, short runway landings, unimproved runway takeoff and landing, cargo loads, logistics. They got simulators for all that stuff now. And you don't have to write checks to people like Ukraine for billions of dollars and give them billions of, look, if it would please you, I would like to give you this check for $20 billion and another $15 billion in equipment if you allow us to load up our planes and practice and train and then just dump it back and you just keep the money and the equipment. No. And so I waited on him to say it again, to see if he corrected himself. And he didn't. Like, okay. It's free. Hey, he free to say what he want to say. Well, it's whatever the massive dynamics algorithm allow you to say. That's not how this works. This is a transfer of wealth. I mean, I got to put that video back up because I put it up. It was one of the ones. Well, it was in that batch that got knocked down, but don't worry, I got it. It's on my NAS drive. I still got it. I can re-upload it. That wasn't one that was causing trouble anyway. When I said the only thing, this is the FTX, Bitcoin. Like I said, we're giving stuff to Ukraine. Ukraine buying Bitcoin but that house of cards then fell down. Was buying FTX Bitcoin, which came back, and Bankman Fried, whatever, Sam Bankman was donating that in the millions back to the Democrat Party. I mean, the house of cards then fell. Everybody know it, but we were talking about it then. And I'll repost it. As a matter of fact, I'll re-upload that video with the dates and all that other stuff in it, because you can't fake that. And like I said, the machine don't like. Matter of fact, I'll upload it. I'll put the link. I'll upload it to my Rumble, and On the Wake Up Radio, and I'll put the link here. How about that? Let's do it like that. Because even though ain't nothing dirty in there, that's still, the machine don't like that. They don't like people like me. And I mean, it is what it is. Okay. So we got that to deal with. But some people might actually think that's the way it works. No. All of us that was in Marines know how they constantly train. You at rifle range, machine gun range, grenade range. The anti-tank guys, they out there training with trainer rounds. Sometimes you use the real thing. A lot of time you use trainers. Because I remember when I was in, we had the M72. It was called a LAW, light anti-tank weapon. You know how the Army is with their acronyms. Marine Corps, the whole military government. and you had the real deal, but you even had a much smaller one. You put an adapter in the back because the real thing is a one-time use. Fire and forget, and it's no more good. It's just a fiberglass tube with a sight on it. You know, it's useless. But to keep costs down, they made a much smaller projectile, and it went much smaller. And you had to put the adapter in the back so you can fire the trainers at dead tanks and trucks and whatnot. Just train. It ain't no boom. It's a you know, but you know if you hit it or not. But the Air Force is training. Air Force is training. Them big cargo jets is training. The fighter jets is training. They flying. They training. Simulator. Real flight. Navy is training. Submarines is on patrol. Battleships. Frigates. All that stuff. Cruisers. Cutlasses. They're all Navy pilots training. Taking off and landing on aircraft carriers. Rolling seas, calm seas, nighttime, limited visibility. They're doing that all the time. Us guys, them cannons is ringing. Our parachutes is popping and the cannons is ringing. That's what we do. That's what we do all the time. I mean, so you ain't got to give a country billions of dollars of money and materiel and label that under we're training to go to war with China or whatever the hell. Man, stop it, man. You getting me over that, man. But given, and anyway, let me end with this one here, because I'm talking about money that makes me think. I was talking to a guy that I know, and he is mad. He had loaned somebody some money, and you know, everybody, matter of fact, let me take him out of the equation. Let's just talk in general. If somebody that you really know you ain't going to put on your team, they ain't going to be a team member of whatever you trying to do. The first time they ask you to borrow something, give it to them. Now, I ain't saying give them your rent money and your light money and they don't pay it back, you on the street or in the dark. No. That ain't what I'm talking about. Track. Let me see if you're tracking. Give it to them. Man, what do you mean give it to them? I just lost $100. No, you didn't. You got him away or her away from you. And that's all it is. Male, female. That's it. Boy, girl, male, female, man, woman. That's it. There ain't nothing else. Bird, fish. Okay, but when the upright two-legged carbon-based life forms, that's boy, girl, male, female, man, woman. That's it. You just bought your freedom away from them for $100. Cause see, especially because if you know if they don't pay you back, you know they ain't, well, I know he ain't gonna pay me back. Give it to him. You can got him out of your face. You can got him out of your life. Him, her, again. You done got them out of your face. You done got them out of your life. They know they can't even come nowhere near you. They can't even, man, shoot, man, y'all had them. I heard, man, y'all's over there making them plates, man. Y'all brought that, your nephew brought all that fish from the coast when they went, man. He know he can't come by because he know you're gonna ask him for that $100. And I'm just using an arbitrary amount, as $100. But anyway, you literally get rid. I love, oh man, well, man, I tell you what, I help you for real. Yeah, man, shoot. Come on by the shop, man. You need the tires rotated and a new spare, man. Come on, man, come on by the shop. Have one of my guys, rotate his tires. Get a good used tire out of the back and put it on there in the spare. I said, if he pay you, take it. If he want to pay it, take it. If he said, that he ain't got it, and I said it was okay, let him go. Let him go. He can't ask me for nothing. And all it cost me is the $25 I got to pay my guy for doing that rotation and rolling one of my old junk tire. Well, not old junk, because the junk ones, we throw them away. It got to be serviceable. A tire that will pass DOT inspection. Them the only used tires I'll sell. If it won't pass DOT, I don't even want it. It goes in the waste bin for when they come and pick up all the junk tires, because I ain't selling something that I think that might pop on you down the road. Homie, don't play that. And I don't get out like that. $25 and a $20 tire. I done got you out of my life for $45. That's all it cost me. That's all it cost me. It's $45. And I got you out of my life. You one less person, one less leech that I have to worry about. And all it cost me is $45. And sometimes spending a little bit of money, losing something like that, saves you from losing a huge amount of money. Because I know people that's been lost. Oh man, I paid the down payment on such and such's car. Or I bought them, they needed a riding lawnmower. They needed that, they HOA said that they gotta have, you can't use gas powered, you gotta use electric stuff, and it costs this. And I bought him that is $1,300. Dude, he been nickel and diming you to death for how many years? Yeah. You should have gave him that $1,300 a long time ago. You would have probably could have saved a couple of grand. To some people, this might make sense. To some people, it don't. If it don't, that's cool. I get it. Because I remember when it didn't make sense to me. The way I used to be, man, I just lost $100. No, you didn't. You just bought your freedom from that person. And all it cost you was $100. $100 well spent for peace of mind. That's all I got. Hopefully I see you guys later on tonight. Because I'm about ready to pack up here. Throw my dolly in the back of this truck. Had to bring over another dryer. Dryer finally, it took a so it is what it is. I'm like, dang, dryer done took a poop. My GoPro done took a poop. I ain't gonna ask what's next. Like I said, channel get shut down. It's just a hell of a week, y'all. Y'all be good and be safe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.